So have you put your TBR together?
My TBR remains the same.
No, come on. You've got to have a list ready. Don't make me give you I'm going to give you homework.
What homework are you going to get? First of all, I'm not going to do it.
You know, this is why you always hid your report cards.
What?
Welcome back to Talking Story. My name is John Minton. That right there is the boy wonder, the best producer on BookTube. Everyone's saying it.
That's me. I'll just own it. I'll take it for once.
I like it. Own the title. Take it. Yeah. Own it.
Now I'm second guessing. My confidence fell. Now I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, man, you were there for a minute.
Yeah.
You looked really.
Now the shoulders are down. I'm not.
No, now you're a bad dog, and I have a rolled up newspaper. It's all over.
Well, don't hit me.
It's with a newspaper. Okay, I'm giving you homework. Here's your TBR.
Oh no. Okay.
Yes, you're gonna like this. You're gonna like this.
Oh, all right.
I'm gonna give you a choice. Either you can continue with Sun Eater and start Howling Dark for December.
I don't think I can. And I think you're about to say why.
Or I think you should start Curse of the Mistwraith and get a little bit of a head start so you can join the conversation that we have in February, because we're all going to be reading it in January, and we'll get together in February, and you'll be ready. Give yourself a little extra time. And you loved the novella so much.
That is the exact thought I had. Yeah. That's my plan. I'm sticking to that.
Okay.
My hope is I will finish Empire of Silence before we meet Christopher Rocchio.
Yes.
Beginning of December. And then I'll crack into Curse of the Mistwraith. And if I finish it mid-January, whatever, I'll find something else to pick up. But
because you're interviewing Rocchio.
What?
Yeah, you're going to have the questions. I love these questions you're coming up with as a visual artist, seeing this book a different way than I've seen it, and anyone's seen it that I've watched him interviewed with. So you're gonna cover it, man. You're gonna do it.
Well, now I'm scared. This is news to me.
I like it. I like the fear.
This is why we need production meetings. This is a problem.
I had it. It all happened during a production meeting.
Because it happened here doesn't mean it happened. It just happened for you.
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna put it out into the world, and you're gonna make it happen.
Oh God!
Because you're the best producer on BookTube.
Well, what are you making happen this month?
I cannot believe we are in December. I cannot believe 2024 is. There you go. That's it.
It's
we're quick to be at Dragonsteel. We're quick to be wrapping up the entire Cosmere catch-up, the whole thing we started this channel with. This year's going to be over. We have one more TBR for 2024, and I'm pretty excited about it.
There's one thing obviously that's on there.
That's the elephant in the room, and the book is the size of an elephant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't think I really know.
Oh, you know.
What all you got.
You ready? Let's get into it.
Let's do it. What do you got?
Let's do it. Number one, I'm going to start the month with this. And this is because it is a Quilluminati month. The Quilluminati month is the book club of me, Brian Bell at BellTube, Mike at Mike's Book Review, and Dr. Chase from The Best of Fantasy. We get together once a quarter, and we take turns picking books. And I'm just dreading the moment I have to pick another book because the pressure. But Dr. Chase picked this one, The Last Kingdom by Bernard Cornwell, and we're all going to talk about it. The date's already been picked. We're going to talk about it December the 11th.
Oh wow! Okay.
So I gotta crack this open right at the beginning of the month before we head out of town for Dragonsteel. My goal is to wrap this up and finish it. Love the Warlord Chronicles. Can't wait to start this one because this is what they based The Last Kingdom on Netflix. This series right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Uhtred, son of Uhtred. Destiny is all. Destiny is all.
No, we should cut that out.
Destiny is all.
This is sad
and
to
this
watch.
Look, I'm excited to get into this. I can't wait to meet up I can't wait. Any Quilluminati month is a great start to a month. Can't wait to meet up with everybody and talk about some more Bernard Cornwell because Warlord Chronicles, let's face it, makes my all-time list. So this, I'm sure, is just going to be amazing.
That cover looks a little scary. You think Philip Chase can handle it?
I'm pretty sure this is his jam. The Vikings sacking England. That's that man's jam. He wakes up on a cold morning. This warms his heart.
I'm sure that is exactly why he picked it.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Then, you ready for this?
I don't know what it is, so I can't answer that.
Hopefully, I'll finish this before I get on the plane to Dragonsteel. On the plane, going to Dragonsteel, I am going to read The Gallant by the amazing, incomparable Janny Wirtz. You will be sitting right next to me. Throw the cover up here. Yeah. Let's see it. Let's see this Janny Wirtz cover. You can go to her website. You can pick this up. You can get ready.
It's literally $3.
Yeah.
Pick it up. It's great.
And you can get ready for January when we're all going to start our buddy read. And I am going to announce. I just looked. It's
is there news?
There's so many people to announce for this buddy read that have signed on to do this. I'm announcing it in January. We'll announce it.
That's exciting.
When we do the TBR for January, we'll announce that. But just to get ready, I'm going to do the prequel novella that you said is amazing. You're going to be sitting right there next to me so I can thump you and go, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And we can talk about it. I'm going to read it on the plane. That's the plan. On the way to Dragonsteel. The Gallant by the incomparable Janny Wirtz. So I'm ready, prepped and ready for January.
I've never been so excited for you to read something.
Oh man, I can you give me a little bit of what it's about? Like a love story? Can you give me a little bit more than this?
It doesn't necessarily start as a love story. It starts as a high up person within a township, and he has been betrayed by somebody in a way that he must be outcast from this town for his own safety and for everybody's safety. Because this person has state secrets, and he is now in a space where he could just be saying anything. There's no predictability. We need him out of here because he could just spill secrets anytime, anywhere to anybody. Get him out. No one should see this guy again. And he kind of goes on a journey protected by this woman that he fell in love with right before he was betrayed and put into this different way of experiencing senses and overload, and now he's all out of whack. And it's really beautiful. You switch POVs a few times and get some different ideas of what the world is based on who you are and your culture that you're tied to. It's a really powerful world, and the relationships between the people play a lot into that. It's a great time. I can't wait for you to read it.
Man, I am pumped. I am pumped. So then the elephant in the room.
What is it?
It is an elephant-sized book. It is Wind and Truth. Put the cover up here because we don't have it. We won't have our copy until we hit Dragonsteel. Wind and Truth by Brandon Sanderson. The final book of the first arc of the Stormlight Archives. I just finished, like 2 nights ago, I just finished Rhythm of War. I am so anxious to dig into this final chapter. I'm so anxious to see how this first arc wraps up, where he left the characters off in book 4. What a journey. What an amazing, heart-wrenching, tragedy, triumphant journey. And to see where it all ends up, to see everything that happens, I can't wait. I mean, we've been doing a Cosmere catch-up, a Cosmere book a month for like a year and a half since we launched this channel, all leading up to us being at Dragonsteel 2024 to get book 5, be a part of this excitement. And how soon I'll read it, how quick I'll read it, I don't know. How much of a party is Dragonsteel going to be? Is it just going to all be us? And, oh my God, I can't believe I get to meet you. And that person goes, go, I'm reading, go over there. Are we all just going to be like staking out territory in corners of the convention center reading this book? Or are we going to be hanging out, partying, having a good time? I think you signed me up to learn how to fight with a shard blade.
I did. Yeah.
Like no chance anyone gets injured there.
A lot of people are going to get injured. If you're handed a weapon, things are not going to go well.
I can't, let me tell you, it's going to be frightening. So I don't know. I don't know how much we'll be able to read there, Dragonsteel, or what's going to happen, but that will be the next book I read as soon as I get that in my midst.
Well, then I have a question. And I know you normally plan things out so that you read 100 pages a day. So, okay, yeah. I can fit this many books in. There's this many days in the month, and you kind of plan it out. What's the plan? Because you potentially might just have 4 or 5 days where you just don't read. And
that could absolutely happen.
Have you left space for that in your plan? Or
no. I did not. If it happens, we'll have to readjust and do some things.
Okay.
It might be the first time that I don't hit my goals for a month because, I mean, let's face it, we're gonna have the time of our lives when we're there. We're just gonna have fun. And if I can't fit reading in, I can't fit reading in. I don't start my year with a certain number of books on Goodreads that I want to hit. That's not what reading is for me. It's time for myself. It's time for me. It's me time. And if I'm having a great time there, I'm gonna be there for that and enjoy every moment of that. And I think it's not, reading for me shouldn't be or can't be like a challenge or a game to get so many titles under my belt. It's just about enjoying story and taking time for myself. So that's I'm just going to try and look at it that way. And if I have to readjust some of these things, I will readjust some of these things.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I expect you'll be readjusting, but continue.
Let me tell you, I fully expect I'll be readjusting. But as you will see, I have some thinner things for the rest of the month.
Okay, so you did plan a little bit.
A little bit. There's a little bit of planning.
Okay.
After that, look, I heard about this. This is The Mountain Crown by Karen Loichi. I heard about this writer from Janny Wirtz. Janny Wirtz contacted me and said, "Oh my gosh, this writer is amazing, and I do not think she's getting her due. I do not think she's getting the attention. Would you take a look?" She has a new series starting, and basically it's like a series of novellas. Would you take a look at this? And I said, "Oh, if you tell me it's amazing, it's a done deal. You know, I will absolutely take a look at this." Let me just hit you with a little bit, since this is maybe something you don't know or haven't heard about. The Mountain Crown by Karen Loichi. Let me just hit a little bit about what this is. Mika must capture a king dragon or die trying. War between the island states of Kataka and Mazemore has left no one unscathed. Mika's nomadic people, the Basuan, were driven from their homeland by the Katakans. Those who remained were forced to live under the Katakan yoke to serve their greed for gold alongside the dragons with whom the Basuan share an empathetic connection. A decade later, and under a fragile truce, Mika returns home from her exile for an ancient, necessary rite, gathering a king dragon of the Crown Mountains to maintain balance in the wild country. But Mika's act of compassion toward an imprisoned dragon and Lily, a Katakan veteran of the war, soon draws the ire of the imperialistic authorities. So,
that sounds awesome.
It sounds great, right? Sounds like this sounds amazing. I can't wait to get into it. And again, I'm going for some little thinner things. So that will be right after Wind and Truth. Thank you to the amazing Janny Wirtz for sending that my way, or letting me know about that, and contacting Karen Loichi and her being so kind to send it my way. Thank you, Karen, very, very much. Hey, just a quick break from the show to say a very special thank you to all of our correspondents, our directors, and our producers here that help us build the channel. Together, they do so many things. They help us make decisions. They help us keep the lights on and keep rolling, all the way up to taking over our channel once a month and getting their content on our channel. If you're interested and you have any questions about it, right down there in the description box under the Patreon link, you can find out all about it. And just a very special thank you to all of these people. Now, back to the show. And after that, hey, we've got the Patreon pick.
You just had that ready on the shelf.
I did. I already had bought this because I'd heard so many amazing things about it. And this was sitting on my shelf, waiting and ready to go. This is Nettle and Bone by T. Kingfisher. And we spun the wheel just this past Sunday, or not the wheel, but all the balls. And the august Mr. Pooh made sure there was no shenanigans. And this is what was chosen for the Patreon read.
I've heard there's a conspiracy. Have you heard this?
You know what? It does seem a little suspect, quite honestly.
It seems a little suspect.
Because the august Mr. Pooh, last month, Dogs of War were chosen. And this month, Nettle and Bone. I don't know. We might have to get Sestra up here to watch from here on or something. We might have to.
Oh, that's going to be a nightmare.
We might have to change out judges. Or maybe I'll take things down there and put it on the ground and Sestra can watch.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Because she'll come up here and just clear off the table.
It'll be very frightening.
Things will break quickly.
Yeah. Let me just look. You know what? I honestly don't know what this is about either. This isn't the kind of fairy tale where the princess marries a prince. It's the one where she kills him. That took a turn.
That was a quick change.
Yeah. Mara, a shy, convent-raised third-born daughter, is relieved not to be married off for the sake of her parents' throne, but her older sister wasn't so fortunate, and her royal husband is as abusive as he is powerful. From the safety of the convent, Mara wonders who will come to her sister's rescue. After years of watching their families and kingdoms pretend all is well, Mara realizes if any hero is coming, it will have to be Mara herself. This month is awesome.
I think you'll like that one.
That sounds amazing. This is shaping up to be a great month. And then, hey, what's left? You know our indie read of the month is left.
Oh, I know what this is then. Yeah.
I got the shirt on. It is time for friend of the channel, Mr. Dennis Meyer's book is up on the rotation. I always said this was going to be my December indie read. This is The Rise of the Automated Empire, Book 1, Final Assembly, Dennis M. Myers. Let's see what we got in store for us here. The perfect society holds the perfect killer. Dawn Sheffield is an ordinary citizen of Luna, but when an aerial accident becomes a viral meme, a series of events on the other side of Luna twist her fate and the fate of humanity. Dawn's place in the universe is altered beyond recognition and at a terrible price. Elliot Humboldt is the second most powerful executive at the second most powerful organization in the corporate federation. Second place isn't good enough for him, though, and he makes his move to advance. Along the way, he discovers a small mystery with huge implications. And then we got Captain Tong Cianante and the crew of the Pang Yu are on their way home from a routine mission near Ganymede when they are diverted to intimidate the largest corporate entity not a part of the Federation. They are one ship against all of Luna. Even the most advanced societies have their darker members, and the post-scarcity civilization on Luna provides people with opportunities for any sort of creativity. It also provides ample hunting grounds for a sadistic serial killer.
Dude, Dennis has got some broad world building going on.
That's a lot going on, man. It's not multi-POV. Sounds like a hunt for a serial killer with multinational or multi-planet conglomerates vying for power. This sounds another... Hey, and look at that color. I've always loved this cover.
You have, yeah. It is very pretty.
It is very pretty. Dennis, I cannot wait to tear into that. And, hey, I also have to keep up with some chapters of One Piece because we do have, I think in February, the first time our crew is meeting, and that is me and Andrew at Andrew's Wizardly Reads and Zach the Storytelling Dragon, who's kind of putting this whole thing together, and Dr. Philip Chase at the Best of Fantasy is going to be the captain of our ship since he's been going on this journey. Zach and basically everyone's a captain. Andrew and Zach and Dr. Chase are seasoned readers of this, and I'm just kind of the swab gonna take care of keeping the decks clean and try and catch up and understand what's going on. So I got to get this under my belt, so I'm ready for the first discussion coming up in February.
Well, I'm trying to tag in on that too.
Well, as I finish, I'll pass them on to you.
Yeah. Okay. So it'll be you and me that don't know what we're talking about. Everyone else will be.
Well, and what's new? What's new?
Yeah, that's true.
What changes in this? What changes in this family?
Not
it's
one
generally
thing.
Me and you.
Nothing.
There you go. So hey, there's one more book. Let's just say I can pull off one more book.
Is it big?
I don't know because I don't have it. You're going to have to put the cover up for this one too.
Oh no.
But
okay.
In December, Leviathan by Robert McCammon comes out. I have already pre-ordered from Blvd Press. Bang, put the cover right up here. If there's any chance, the first second I can get to this, once I get past this stack or once I can squeeze it in anywhere, I'm going to read book 10 of the Matthew Corbett series. This is the end. This is the final arc. It could be the end of Stormlight Archive Arc 1 and the Matthew Corbett series. If I can squeeze this in, I probably can't. It's probably silly to even put it up there. But I have been reading this. This is book 10. I have loved this series. It's one of my favorite series. And I cannot wait for the end of it. So I have to throw it in there because as soon as I can squeeze this in and make it happen, it's going to happen.
Well, maybe January. Worst comes to worst, you'll read it in January.
It could be January, could be February. I don't know. But as soon as I can make it happen, it's going to happen. So this looks like a small stack, but realize there's a couple things.
One, you could just add Wind and Truth to that, and then it'd be massive.
Let's just add Wind and Truth.
There you go. Yeah, pretty much double the stack.
Yeah, pretty much again, I think. So that is it for us in December.
That feels
exciting.
Weird.
We're wrapping up a year, and let me tell you, I can't wait for each and every one of these reads. They all sound amazing, and it sounds like we're going to have some amazing discussions with some amazing people, and that's what this whole BookTube journey has been about. Join us for each and every one of them. If you're interested in any and all of these, we'll throw links down there.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll throw links down there. So join us as we wrap up the year here on Talking Story. And let me know, what is your December looking like? What do you have? I mean, I know most people are going to be grabbing Wind and Truth, but hit me up in comments. Let me know what your TBR looks like. Let me know what you're excited about. Let me know what you can't wait to get your hands on. We love comments here. It's the whole reason why we started the channel, was to talk about books with people that love books, that love the kind of books we love. We're going to answer these comments as quickly as we can, each and every comment we get, because we just love hanging out and talking about books. And if that's not enough, you want to hit us up in Instagram or Twitter or our Discord channel. Talk about books all the time. All that is right down there in the description box for you to look around and explore and join us and meet up with us there too. And while you're down there leaving a comment, hey, that little thumbs up button, you might not think anything of it, but it is such an easy and awesome and amazing way to support the channel. You just hit that button real quick. It helps us find new people. It helps us grow this amazing group of people that are hanging out and talking about books and enjoying story. And it just broadens our reach in such an amazing way. And it takes no time at all. And if this is your first time, you just stop by to see, hey, I wonder if this guy's going to be reading Wind and Truth and what else he's going to be reading. You haven't been here before. Maybe you've been here a time or two, but you haven't hit that subscription button yet. Oh, man, it's so easy. Boop, microsecond, it's done. And you're a part of us. You found your people. You found your tribe. We can hang out and talk about books all the time. It's so easy. When it happens, I tell you, every time I find a new channel and I find a new people to be hanging out with and talking about books like this, it just gives me a tingle. And I think if you hit that button, you'll find you get a tingle too. So that is it for us, man. Exciting. What else you got? You got anything? Frosty beverage alert.
I kind of, you do your speech and I kind of check out. I thought you were going to keep going.
Again, what's different in this family?
Nothing.
Yeah.
I'm barely awake.
For your first 24 years.
For my first 24 years, I'm barely awake. I'm just now getting there.
You're just now opening your eyes. I knew we'd make it.
We're here. We're coming up on it.
I absolutely knew we'd make it. That's it for us, man. We're going to talk about each and every one of these books through December. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're still here through all that, that means you're book people. my book that makes you the best people. Thanks so much for joining us. My name is John Minton, and this has been...
Am I supposed to say a name or a talking story?
I was hoping you'd say Talking Story. I wasn't going to give you a chance to pick another name.
Talking story.
Perfect.
Let's raise a can of Dr. Pepper with TBRs piled high with blessed from above. In every smile and every cheer, the tingle of